3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brings up
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was covered by...
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep from... And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Washington 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've just...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
To Chris Manhurst.
A good gain of 12 yards that time.
1st down, Panthers.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Washington 3.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to take another shot. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Ray McLeod. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They go play action. Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good pickup there at 22.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Kaiser slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all-time.
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this one complete to Davis. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Troy Apke. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on 40 extra points.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. This is brought in by Gibson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra point.
So now 2 pick-6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 25th touchdown. Tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Here's Kaiser. That's caught at the 3. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 25 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and short yardage. Kaiser looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes this Washington 36. Panthers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Play action now. Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Open man is Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The 30, 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes this Washington 43, Panthers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
26 Mike. We want this.
Henry.
The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down
to throw, Bridgewater. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this is incomplete. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Brought down at the 20-yard.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Kaiser. And incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
The keeper. Incomplete on the throw.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Washington.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 38-yard
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
Bridgewater's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
10 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And some room to roam now.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
To Mike Davis.
Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Kaiser now. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Britton Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin.
And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's finals, Washington.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a Philly.